Today we're going to be looking at what the AutoBrite Direct Back to Basics course is all about. Hey up everybody and welcome back to the channel. So as you've just seen from the intro there, we're going to be talking about the AutoBrite Direct Back to Basics course. Before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, if you like the stuff that I do, subscribe, like the video, drop a comment down below with your favourite detailing tools, but let's get into it. So the AutoBrite Direct Back to Basics detailing course is a one-day course that goes through everything you could possibly want to know about car detailing. It's been running for 9 years now, and Clive, who helps run the course, told me that the person who travelled the furthest to go to this course was from Mombasa. Mombasa is in Mombasa in Africa. So I think you'll agree with me by saying that that was quite a long way. Now after hearing that, I wanted to go down and experience it, so I went down to AutoBrite Direct down in Stoke. There were people from Wales, there were people from Scotland, pretty much every corner of the country came down to have this one-day detailing course. So what exactly does it cover? Well, I brought out my little certificate that you get from the day. This is Clive and Kev on the top of here now. So it covers AutoBrite Direct product knowledge and dilution ratios. Now the dilution ratios are incredibly important. I didn't realise I was wasting so much product on not diluting them until that day, and it's made me look at the sort of products that I've got, which are over this way on the side of the garage, in a bit of a different light as to why I'm using them, what I'm using them for, and how I'm using them. It also runs through the decontamination, the pre-wash and washing procedures, including the 2-bucket method. It includes exterior finishing, including sealant, wax and dressing applications, and it goes through thorough wheel cleaning and decontamination techniques. In addition to that, towards the back end of the day, you do learn more about machine polishing. They'll bring out a rotary polisher and they'll bring out a direct action polisher, and what you'll do is you'll get to have a go of the polishers on a car. Now that car, in my case, was my Golf R. Now some of you realise that I've got rid of it. This was quite a long time ago when I went to the AutoBrite Direct course. I did a lot of filming there, so I had a load of stuff to go through. So this video today is going to be running through, it's going to give you a snippet of what's going on. It's going to be little bits of the step that I mentioned there. You'll see me polishing my own car, you'll see 10 people clear barring my car, and I just remember stood there filming and I was like, little bit uncomfortable. Without further ado, let's go into it. Let's have a look at the AutoBrite Direct Back to Basics course. Just a quick note before we get into it, if you are interested in attending the AutoBrite Back to Basics course, there will be a link down in the description that goes to their website where you can book it. It's £50. It's £50 to learn everything you could possibly want to know about detailing a car. Plus when you're down there, you can actually go into the shop and buy the bits that they've been speaking about and using. Take it from me, there are a lot of products that you will want when you come out of that course.
That said, if you'd run out of something, like if you'd run out of wheel cleaner and you've got citrus wash, it will do an okay job of the wheels basically, because it is an all-purpose cleaner. But the primary purpose of us using citrus wash is to use it as to start the decontamination process. So we start to lift this layer of dust and what have you that's on both the cars at the moment. There's obviously more dirt on the lower parts of the Hyundai, and it starts to, it doesn't look very pretty when it works. It doesn't do anything that you would notice a major difference. I don't think either of the cars are particularly dirty at the back, but citrus wash, when the cars are, you know, you've got that typical winter dirt at the back, you'll find when you've used citrus wash and you rinse it, you'll be surprised how much it actually does, it does start to remove basically.
Super foam is strictly pH neutral, so there's no heavy sort of cleaning agents in that. Magifoam, once it's diluted, it's slightly alkaline, it's a pH of around about 7, but on a ceramic coating that'll make no difference whatsoever.
Probably at about 7.1, 7.2, yeah. It's very, very close to neutral, basically, very close to neutral. You can't afford not to be, but no. The only thing you pay with your ceramic coating is you're buying something that's so long term. As a detail enthusiast, I don't want that. Do you see what I mean? That's it's purely what it is. But that's what you get, and that's where the world's gone. So, like I say, that's the we got the Devil's Blood, and that's pretty well it in our phone. So, Kev, yeah, for now. Kev, we do have, but we haven't got the custom one back yet, have we? You can get Magifoam in a blue colour as well. It's exactly the same as regular Magifoam, but it's blue. It's no different. It does exactly the same thing. It's slightly more expensive, and it's blue. And somebody asked me, if you mix them in a bottle, did you get a rainbow? No, you don't. You get whatever the mixture is.
You get a mess.
You get a mess, basically. So yeah. Can't see it from the outside. That is really foaming well, and so again, what you're paying for here is you want this to be slippery. Okay, you want it to be nice and lubricous, so that when you're washing the car, the dirt on the car is encapsulated by something slippery. Okay, because it's the dirt that's going to swirl it. Simple as that. And if we can cover it with something that's got a nice lubricous thing to it, we reduce it. But you can see there, you know, should try it in the bath really. I'm not, but that's you know, that you can see just how mad that is, because Kevin's actually trying to check the water levels coming up, so it's about right there. But it is a really good one, and that's on a cap and a little bit more OCD quantity that Kevin used. Generally speaking, thank you. Generally speaking, you're going to get at least 4 or 5 cars out of an average flavour. Generally speaking, Kev's had an example of a pickup truck he had in once when he needed over a bar to do the one pickup truck. Generally speaking, that's unusual. This time of year as well, it's reasonably pliable. If you were doing the work, if you were playing in the winter where it's colder, you'll find that you'll probably struggle to even pour a lump off, as I'm trying to do now. Unlike washing the car, where dirt is dirt, basically, some contaminants might be pointing that way, some might be pointing that way. It's a little bit like shaving. If you take it off in one direction, you'll get rid of the rest if you go against the grain as well. So, like I say, it's important to keep it lubricated. I'm just working in this area. Now, what I can feel here, I can feel it getting easier as I'm doing it, because it's taking any of the contaminants off. Now, it may or may not show those contaminants on the plate. Have a look in a second. Now, as I suspected, it's not showing a lot on here, but as you have a go, particularly behind the wheel arches, and particularly as we've not detarred all the car, I suspect that what you'll start to see, you'll start to see little marks appear on here. If they're completely flat, it tends to spit it, yeah, like Kev says. So the hex bit, literally the hex shape, tends to just hold the polish in there. You'll see we don't use a lot of polish. We're actually short on the green ones for these at this moment in time, which we've got some more coming. But like I say, in the kit, so you can get the machine by itself, or you can get the kit, which includes the 3 polishes and the 3 pads, and one of these brushes, if I remember rightly. And these brushes, you'll see these when we're actually using it. These brushes are. It depends on the weather, and it's not too bad today, but sometimes you get a bit of dust build up on the pad, and you can just turn the machine over and just use this like a toothbrush to knock that out, basically. But they're the 3 that you would get in the kit, basically.
How long would a pad last typically?
Typically, there's no absolute guarantees.
Depends how heavy you are.
Yeah, or if you catch an egg or things like that. But certainly, I'd say 5 to 15 cars. It's a fair number. They're cost-wise, they're immaterial.
I mean, if you're using Enrich, especially for single stage work like this, you probably won't use final finish anyway, because you won't necessarily need to. Final finish is designed primarily as an anti-hologram polish, so it's made of the rotary use.
I don't like using them, and neither does Kev. So they'll come in, if you buy one, you'll get the handle, but the reason I don't recommend it is if the handle's like way up here, it's even easier. So imagine Kev's holding the handle up there, right?
To do this.
Yeah.
So if you're a side handle, you do that.
You don't spill it, then basically, once that's on your applicator, that will roll and roll, okay? The base comes in a paste format, which is applied in a similar way, but you obviously have to put a little bit on your applicator. The paste format's not as forgiving. So Abyss, unlike cherry glaze, you don't want to leave it forever. So I said with cherry glaze, if you have to rush off in an emergency, it wouldn't matter. If you have an emergency, you've got to rush off, you've got to rush off. This will take some getting off, basically. That's the sort of water behaviour you should get off a decent quality sealant, basically.
Welcome back, we're back in the garage now, back up in Leeds, and I hope you enjoyed looking at the AutoBrite Back to Basics course. I've been really interested in finding out your thoughts down below. If you are interested in the course, it is £50. You can book it online on the AutoBrite website, so go have a look at that. A link will be down in the description. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel, it helps me massively. My next goal is 1,000 subscribers, which is going to be coming up fairly soon, so have a look at it. Subscribe to the channel, and until next time, I'll see you then.